Hi everyone, thank you for clicking on the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Today I'm going to be walking you through one of my deadlift sessions. I'm leaving the clips in full so you can see kind of how I set up the bar and the lifts in total. So there's not going to be much edits in this, but I did want to talk to you guys about deadlift form and how to properly perform a deadlift. You'll see later in this video I did make a pretty big mistake, so I just want to talk about that. So this is just my warm-up set. I always do a warm-up set to really just get the feel of the deadlifts and make sure my form is correct that day. You can use whatever weight is more comfortable to you, but I've been doing deadlifts for a little over 3 years, so 135 is a good starting for me. So I do sumo deadlifts as well. I don't do stiff leg deadlifts. So these are in sumo stance. So if you're familiar with the different stances, this is a sumo stance. You'll see in this clip that I kind of step a little out towards the bar. It's hard to explain. And I point my toes a little at an angle, so that really hits the hamstrings and the glutes really well. If you are a beginner for deadlifts, definitely starting with the sumo deadlifts is the easiest in my opinion. It's less pressure on your back and more pressure on like your heels and your hamstrings. So I definitely tried this before you do a stiff leg deadlift, and really push through your heels and try not to use your back when doing the lifts, because you could really injure yourself. So this is the set that I really made a big mistake on. I jumped from 165 to 180, and I really shouldn't have jumped that high only on my second set. I probably should have just gone to 170, but I wanted to try to be a big shot and just jump to 180. But you can see at the end of the set, I almost felt like I pulled my hamstring. So really just listen to your body and don't try to like rush to lift the heaviest weight, because my max is 200 and I just thought, oh, I can do 180, that's easy. But you really want to take it slow and increase the weight slowly. You don't want to just jump like 15 pounds because you could really injure yourself. So as you can see, it's challenging for me in these lifts. And then the last rep that I did, I really hurt my hamstring, and I was pretty sore after a couple days after this session. So as you can see, I grabbed my hamstring because when I stood up, I think I almost pulled it, but thankfully I didn't. I took a long break after that, but it was a learning process for me that I should take it slow. And so I dropped down the weight to 175, I think, and just did 175 for my last couple sets. I also do wear a weightlifting belt. I got this one off of Amazon for like $18 or something. It was less than 20 bucks. But it's like a woman's lifting belt, and I really like it. It just kind of supports my back and helps me it helps my posture when it comes to deadlifts. So if you want to go heavier in your deadlifts, I definitely suggest getting a belt and finding a good one that will fit your body. So you can go on Amazon, bodybuilding.com, they have them. But definitely just do your research and see which one's going to fit your body. But it's meant to just kind of support your back as well as keep your posture in form. So some of my tips when it comes to doing deadlifts is really make sure your feet are placed correctly and that your knees are not going in front of your toes when you go down to grab the bar. And then also you want to kind of do this pulsing thing. I don't know what it's called, but you want to pulse up and pulse down, so then when you pull up, you're pulling up with all your strength, and you're pulling through your heels and through your hamstrings and glutes rather than pulling with your arms or your back. Like you're really pushing through your heels with your hamstrings and your glutes.